Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Winching dog. Awesome. Hope you're all doing great. Yeah, I've been so looking forward to this live stream, but also totally nervous as I know. Totally whinging dog. Seriously. Um, as I know, there is lots of worried, angry, all sorts of, oh, itchy nose. That's polite too. Um, yeah, I know there's lots of worried people out there. And in the past week or so, if you don't know, that's a dog having a noisy scratch. Wonderful. If you haven't seen, Eatsy's done a massive announcement. I've done a couple of videos on it, and people seem keen to chat about this. So we're going to be doing a bit of chatting about this. Yeah. So, so I'm kind of nervous because lots of new eyeballs. So Ben, seriously. So, if you've not been here before, hello there. I'm Pam Duthie. I'm here to help you craft your career, creating artwork and selling it specifically or mainly on Etsy. And of course, Eatsy's dropped this bombshell just now, so we want to see what that's all about and what we can talk about, and if anyone has any worries, Nathan will be covering that. And also, I want to cover another change. Wow, can you all hear the dog panting? Ben, come here, darling. Come on. Oh, he's looking guilty now. It's like, was I on air? Come on, right? Let's just do this. Let's see who's making all the noise. This is Ben. This is Ben being all panty. That's my legs, but that's Ben. There we go. There we go. So yeah, Ben. Yes, Ben's been a bit panty. But yes, there seems to be another thing that Etsy has done. Shh, be hot less noisily. Uh, there seems to be another thing that Etsy has sneaked in while we were distracted about something else. So we'll talk about that. I will take any of your questions and we'll do just our normal Sunday rambling. And that being said, let's dive into the chat because I can see there's quite a few of you saying hello already. So we have Wendy in the house. Hello, Wendy. Let's do stuff. She's ready with coffee on board. And everyone beware, I have warned Wendy that she has got her big stompy mod boots on. So Wendy and Rizani have the power. If any of you guys don't play nicely, which everyone always does. Sharon, hello from Vancouver, Canada. Hello there. Wendy's having another cup of coffee while she distracts me from the topic. I'm easy distracted. And Rosanne's in the house. Hello there. That's my mum, Mary, saying play nice to Wendy. So Wendy and Rosanne are modding while my mum's mumming in the chat. Mumming. Is that a thing? Veronica, hello there, good to see you. Sharon saying the dog's contributing to the conversation in his own way. Yeah, he just gets, well, it's Scotland and suddenly we've had summer again. For those who don't know what Scottish weather is, it is literally, we don't have snowy weather, springy weather, summer. We have wet, 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 wonderful, wet, 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 snow. That's what weather's like, and that little graph that I gave you, that can be just in one day or just in 1 hour. So yeah, it suddenly got hot, but it's mainly he gets excited when I start talking because he probably thinks I'm insane. I'm talking to nobody, so he gets all excited. So panting's to do with excited as well as the fact that it's ridiculously hot. Wendy's my poor buddy Ben, and Sharon saying hello to Ben, who I am patting at the side here. I'm not doing weird things to my own legs. Veronica's in and out. It's dog washing day. Awesome. A great day for it, actually. The dogs would probably appreciate being washed today. Marissa, hello there. And Laura, hello. Queen Leonie, hello, lovely. Wendy dealing with my mum's mumming. And Serena, hello from Texas, USA. Hello, everybody. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, dive into the questions we have. If you haven't noticed, I don't know how it shows up on a phone, but on a PC, I have a community tab on my YouTube channel where I can sometimes ask questions and stuff. I don't do it very often, but I thought before this live stream I would ask if anyone had any questions. So we had a few questions there, so I'll get them to start with. Then we'll talk about some other things. Then I'll see if there's any questions in the chat. Then I'll see if I've run out of energy, because it's a cup, not a plant pot, but I'm sort of on the caffeine. It's not coffee, but I needed something. So this is, hold on, I am on, not sponsored, Scotland's other national drink. So I've got a wee glass of Iron Brew, which is caffeinated to keep me going. Paper Crane Wishes, hello there. Happy Sunday wherever you are in the world. Awesome. Vodka. I don't wish. I went out on Friday. It was a bad idea. Yesterday I was poorly. Too old for this nonsense, but it was great fun. Went to see a band. Nobody will care. Went to see a band called Hands Off Gretel. Hands Off Gretel. My friend just like messaged on Wednesday and said, this band's playing, do you want to go see? And so I was like, okay. Went. So if you haven't heard of them, Hands Off Gretel, very much in an old sort of Juliette Lewis and the Licks type of noise. Very good, very stompy. She's only 22. Feels so old. Anyway, awesome. Wendy, is that just orange soda? Iron Brew is its own very special thing. It is what you would call a soda, and it's orange coloured, but it's not orange flavoured. There is no. I mean, I don't even. I've never even read the ingredients on this. It just says flavoured soft drink with sweeteners. And yeah, flavourings. So yeah, we have no idea what's in it. We don't care. It just doesn't kill me. As Mum says, no, it's not an orange soda. It's an orange coloured soda. Right, let's get on to these questions. First of all, if I can find where all my tabs are. It's like I was totally ready for all this. Okay, questions, cool. So this is from my YouTube dashboard, the community tab where you can chat to me and things. So to start with, we had Mary I318. When I change my listings to free shipping, I lose the bestseller badge in favor of the free shipping badge. Is there a way we can choose which badge to show? In a sea of free shipping, best selling might be a better marketing move. And I have looked into this the best I can. The problem is, because I'm in the UK, even when they roll out, we'll talk more about this in a minute, even when they roll out this free US shipping thing, I'm not going to see it. But it certainly seems on Etsy what's been happening is if you have an item that's done really particularly well, you can get a bestsellers badge. And this looks awesome next to your item when people search. But if you turn on free shipping, then the free shipping trumps the best-selling badge. So that takes the slot. There's only room for one badge, as it were. So yeah, if you have free shipping, you don't get to see your seller badge, and the bestseller badge stands out. So yeah, that's pretty bit rubbish. It would be cool if we could decide which badge we want to be more important. I'm flapping my hands at you all again. I do apologise. All right, who else have we got in the house? Haley Lolly Nail Artist is in, and as is Sue Aaron. Hello, guys. Okay, question number 2. Yeah, this is the one we'll get. We'll cover this straight away. Yeah. So, Lady Gemologist. Great name. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, now they've dropped the shop name in search. W2TH, do you know anything about this? Right. Yes, I will. I say I'll explain. You know I can't explain. I only know what I've been noticing. So let's go and do this first of all. So onto the screen share button. Screen share the whole screen with you guys, and we will pop into Etsy. So this is on your Etsy homepage. If you look now, this is what's showing up for me. and it is just the price of the item, whether it's free delivery or not, and not the shop name, not the title of the item. That is all I'm seeing. Now, interesting thing with this is that it's also slightly smaller thumbnails, and it's 6 items wide, so there's more per page. So there might be throwing in a little sneaky thing that we'll talk about what this is going to look like in the US. But if they're putting in a line of extra priority placement, I'm making air quote signs here. My camera's switched off just now. But if there's like you've got, if this was a normal search page, you would have the promoted listings, and then I believe it's going to be a row of priority free shipping listings. Might be a row, it might be two. I don't know how much, but you would have that. And then if they've bunged in an extra couple to the width of each row, an extra couple of columns, then actually you would probably have the same number of items on the front page as normal. So everyone might be freaking out over nothing. But when I go into Etsy and I search for stuff, it's telling us ruby rings is popular. Let's go and have a look. Now making that a liar of me. Yeah, so everything's looking normal for me just now. We have the title of the item, we have the name of the shop, we have the number of stars, and we have the price, and we have if it's free delivery or if there's any amount off or anything like that. So I'm seeing in search the same as I'm always seeing. So if anyone's checked, could you let me know what you're seeing as well, if this is the same or if this is different. Right, let's get back to my face. This should be back to me. Right, so I just wanted to cover that one. Where did I put my questions again? Yeah, so if you let me know if that's what you're seeing or you're seeing different things. But I'm hearing some people are saying that they're seeing in search the shop name and the title's gone and it's literally just the prices. Some people are saying just the shop name's gone, which is also a worry. So if this is something that's going to be happening, if Etsy are sneaking in this while they're distracting us with the other things, then you want to make sure, think about now with your photography, not necessarily a watermark because we might get penalized. Sometimes Etsy don't show shops that have watermarks. They don't use them in their promotional materials. But if you have something like, so imagine your shop is all earrings and you're taking pictures of earrings, but you always have a certain brightly colored rock or something at the side of your picture, something that looks pretty, just not a rock, but you get what I mean, something so that a returning customer can see and go, oh, that's Wendy's shop. I totally recognize that shop there. So that's worth thinking about if they're potentially trialing taking our shop names away. Then make sure that our pictures look recognizable as our shop, have some kind of branding. And branding doesn't have to be your name, but it can just be a recognizable color palette, always photographing with the same backdrop, just doing something a wee bit different. Okay, special fizzy Scottish non-vodka water. Oh, voice is going already. Back to the chat. Sharon, does free shipping mean free shipping worldwide, or can you limit to your country? Right, cool. I'll cover this just now. Right. Free shipping, you can decide to set up free shipping nationally or internationally or to set countries. You can set up what you like. But what we're talking about, for those that haven't heard, Etsy announced on Tuesday that they're doing, now I want to try and get the wording correct here. They're offering, we have a special new button that we can use to set up a thing that's going to be free shipping for US buyers when they spend $35 or more in your shop. And this is just for US buyers. So and they're talking about the people who participate in this little promotion thing, your items will get what they're calling a priority placement in the most visible place in search. Now, to me, right, people freaked out when they heard this to start with, and I just read it quickly as well, and I thought that just meant that in the rankings and everything, if you were doing the free shipping to the US, if someone searched in the US, they were only going to see the free shipping things. But I looked back, and last year they were talking about a boost in search rankings for items that had free shipping. And that's what they've done. It's basically all the different factors that go into SEO kind of weigh differently, um, how they affect where your item ranks. And all they were doing was free shipping. They were increasing how that weights, how important that is. But their wording was would get a boost in the search position. This time round, they are saying that the items that have free shipping are going to have priority placement in reserved visible slots. So this kind of sounds to me like what promoted listing is. This is a priority placement, but it's a completely different search algorithm. You can be on the promoted listings at the top, and you can also have an item on page one just below it in the normal things. So I'm thinking we're going to have promoted listings. We're going to buyers in the US are then going to see the free shipping banner section area, and then there'll be the normal search. Now Etsy haven't confirmed this yet, but it's just the different ways that they're wording things. So this is why I'm saying don't freak out. This might very much mean that your item that doesn't have free shipping is still going to be on page one. It just might be down slightly further. Hope that makes sense. That's what I'm reading it as. I've lost the track of what I'm saying, so I'm just getting into the chat some more. Free shipping mean free ship. Yeah. So the free shipping that Etsy are talking about just now is just for US people only. Someone's trying to phone me just now. Rude, go away. Elsa Van Camp, hello there. And Megan's in the house. Hello. Laura saying seeing the same as me, and I was also a UK seller. Cool. Thank you for checking. Veronica, in your app, you don't see shop names, and sometimes Etsy does beta testing. We'll see. Exactly. Like when people say, "Oh, this is looking different," and I look at it, it's like I can't even remember what it looked like before. They're testing things all the time, to be honest. So we'll probably see different things for quite a bit, but a lot of people are commenting on the no shop names thing. So we'll see if this is beta testing or if this is something they're rolling out. Queen Leonie, that Iron Brew, the advertising slogan used to be Scotland's other national drink. Made in Scotland from girders. Used to love the ad. If anyone hasn't seen, the Iron Brew television ads are some of the best out there. They're hilarious, they're beautiful, they're funny, they're a bit daft. The Iron Brew PR team are just the best. They are awesome. So Google Iron Brew adverts. Well, search on YouTube for Iron Brew adverts, and I'll give you the spelling. So it is spelt wrong. It's IRNBRU, Iron Brew, made in Scotland from girders. And they used to say that, yeah, because of the orange color, they used to pretend that it was made from big steel girders, because we have like a big shipbuilding community here, we used to have. So, lots of steel workers. And so they were saying that this is the rust from the girders kind of thing. And I think that's why they have to spell it IRN rather than iron, because it's not made from iron. Does it have iron in it? No, it's sunset, it's colorings and preservatives, and it's probably really bad for me. Paper crane wishing, you're trying to learn more about branding. Awesome. Some of the most important things about branding is just having a color palette that's recognizable for you, doing a similar thing. So just a style that's recognizable for you. People do, especially like when you're setting up a website or something, it's actually really important to think of that color palette, you know, each page, each bit of promotion, each article. If you think of what color your headers are going to be, what color your titles are going to be, what font you're using, if you get all that thought of before you set up, then it's so much easier and you have this consistent branding. Excuse me. Because if you think of some of the big companies out there, they are associated with certain colors. Like YouTube, we're on YouTube. You can think of that YouTube, but big red thing. Etsy has its orange color. You know, that they'll have colors that you can think of. So something to think of. Haley Lolly nail artist has been changing all her backgrounds to marble. Awesome, that can look really cool. Um, Wendy's bought a photography backdrop and you need to figure out where it's going to live. Yeah, finding space for all these things are a problem, but I do love the photography backdrops. As you all know, I use it for my main set when I'm filming proper videos and not just the sitting talking about videos. But yeah, I haven't managed to figure out a proper backdrop for my miniatures, for my sculptures. And I will have to. I was on eBay the other day and I've been ordering. Before it had doll's house furniture, but I'm making my sculptures are slightly bigger than that. So I've been ordering Barbie furniture just to see if I thought a couch for some of my dogs and cats would be kind of cool. We'll see how that works out. Um, Little Bird Blythe, hello there. Oh, chat jumped again. Hello, Little Bird Blythe. Wendy's, yeah, the photography backdrop's kind of huge, so you need to put it on a wall, and you have no walls. Yeah, there seems to be sort of two sizes, and I know your items are big, so a super big one is cool. It's like wallpaper for one side of the wall, really awesome. But for everyone photographing smaller things, if you look for food photography backdrops, then you'll get ones that are just like a couple of feet and they're absolutely perfect for little things. um oh, interesting typos, Wendy. Yeah, but you have no walls that aren't loaded with craft junk. Gotcha. Barbara, makes sense for it to sound like promoted listings without paying for promoted listings. Yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for. We have to hang tight. For anyone who doesn't know yet, these changes they're talking about rolling out by the end of the month, 31st of July. It is 31 days in July. Yeah, 31st of July. On I think it's the 16th, Monday or Tuesday this week, Etsy is doing a live demonstration on Facebook. I don't know where, I don't know when. I just saw one mention of this. They're doing a live demonstration of their tool that they're doing that you're going to be able to change your listings and change the price of your listings to roll in your shipping costs. I don't know how this is going to work. So we have to wait and see. But by the sounds of it, this is mainly only going to help US sellers, because in the Q&A, they spoke a lot about saying, oh, we understand and appreciate our international sellers. Yeah, right. So we're totally going to roll out a tool sometime later on in the year. So yeah, thank you. So you're making this change, but yeah, the rest of you, yeah, whatever. This is really weird. Like, so usually when Etsy makes a change, I'm all to start with, oh no, what we're going to do about this, and then I get more positive with time. With this one, it was just like, yeah, no big deal. And the more I've looked into it, the more I just don't like it. So this is not like me to not be positive about things. Sharon, no problem at all. Any questions? I will try and get yous covered. I don't. I just know because I've been reading lots. I have no secret contacts with Etsy or anything. I just have the same information as the rest of you. I just have not slept for like however many days it's been, reading all this stuff, talking to people, just trying to figure out what's happening. Rosanny, thank you so much. Awesome of you. Yeah, Wendy, yeah. Good modding. Awesome. Queen Leonie, I'm not sure what the no is for, but no. Sue Aaron we love the Iron Brew in Ireland. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Does Ireland have a national, apart from Guinness? But does does and Jim Beam and all the boozy ones? But Scotland has its share of boozy ones too. But does Ireland have a? I think Scotland is quite alone in the having its own kind of national soft drink like this. I mean, I know America's got like Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all this, but from what I know, um, Iron Brew was one of the few things that, like in McDonald's, you get all the usual soft drinks, but we have Iron Brew here as well, which is apparently unusual. I don't know, just used to it. It's good. Um, oh, it tastes really good. Yep. Jumped again. That's probably not good for us, yes. The junking data girl, hello there. Haley Sage loves scrapbook paper. Absolutely. Yeah, scrapbook paper is really good for little photography things as well. There's some beautiful stuff out there. Elsa Van Camp just had internet installed yesterday. Feel prepared from following you. Awesome, cool. Oh, Wendy, yeah. I could felt pet beds. I could felt pet beds, or even a couch or a chair. Awesome. And the junking data girl poster board works great too. Awesome. Hey, cool. Good ideas, guys. Wendy, hello there. Well, Wendy with a Y, hello there. And Barbara got white foam board from the dollar store. That's a good idea. I'm thinking I might make like a large box bench, not a boxy box, but some walls so I can. I've not thought that through. I'll think that through. Um, Laura, it's definitely been a cause for concern. You're a UK seller, but most of your customers are international, with a majority being USA. Yeah, this is the difficult thing. Is do we want to go free shipping? I'm saying, look, hold off just now until we see what they're talking about, because that was my worry. Is okay, my items are fairly light and cheap to ship internationally, and it's only about £1 different from the UK to the rest of the world. I'm super lucky like that. So I could do free shipping for everything, but I'm not sure I want to. And then if you didn't see I'm pointing, I haven't linked cards, so stop pointing, Pam. But my video is talking about the legality of this. I'm actually a little bit worried about how legal this is. So if you're going to do this, one of the things that people have mentioned to keep you right, because in some countries it's illegal to inflate your prices to give free something. It makes sense. It's not free if you've put the price somewhere else. So I would probably add to your descriptions that the price that people are seeing is shipping included. However, Etsy puts free shipping and there's nothing you can do about that kind of thing, if that makes sense. So just to cover your back, because anyone who was asking about the legality of this having free shipping, Etsy basically said, well, it's up to you if you decide to do free shipping in your shop, and it's up to you to stay legal in your country. So yeah, that's not a good enough answer just now. So I don't even know if a disclaimer will keep you right. So don't take legal advice from me. Hold off until we find more details, basically. And yeah, so as UK seller, well, as any, it's difficult for even for American sellers, as I just heard the other day that I didn't think of. But free shipping for the whole of America, if you're in America, your prices vary across America. And I'm quite sure that to ship to the state next to you compared to ship to Hawaii is going to be quite a difference. And it includes Alaska and Hawaii. So yeah, so the shipping will be difficult there. But for us, if we do this and it's just free shipping in the US, then that means that the rest of the world we're ripping off slightly, and our UK customers we're ripping off slightly. But if we do free shipping worldwide, then if the prices have a big variation, how do you decide what the midpoint to charge is? So it's pretty tricky. It's not going to work for everyone. And honestly, if it's a massive hassle for you to do free shipping for your items, don't do free shipping yet. As I said, if this is just going to be an extra line like promoted listings, it might not even be worth all the panic if you're still going to be on the front page anyway. So yeah. So yeah, Guinness is the national drink. Oh, Queen Leonie, the no was for it doesn't have iron in it. Yeah, it does not have iron in it. Yeah, that's why it has to be iron, pronounced differently. Laura, your shipping charge on Etsy is literally just what Royal Mail charged me. Yep. You factor your packaging into the item price. Totally fair enough. And yeah, you don't like the idea of rolling the shipping into the item price. It's deceptive. Yeah, I started off this with going, no, it's not too deceptive. Everybody knows free shipping's not free shipping. But no, I am feeling it is deceptive. And also, if we roll the price in and a customer buys a few items, what we used to be able to do, if we don't have free shipping, what we can do is say, this is the price for shipping, and you can have free shipping or 50 pence for the second and subsequent items. But you can't do that. So if you've rolled the entire price into the one listing and someone buys 5 items, then they've paid 5 times for shipping when it's supposed to be free. So yeah, that's a bit rubbish. Oh, stop jumping, chat. I saw some more things about Guinness. Barbara says Guinness is a national drink in the US. You live about 20 minutes from a Guinness restaurant. Oh wow, interesting. What I wonder, right? Irish people or people who visited Ireland, let me know, because I know all my friends who have been to Ireland have told me that the Guinness we get in Scotland is very different from the Guinness you get in Ireland. So is the Guinness you get in America very different? And is it more Scottish Guinness or is it more Irish Guinness? But I believe you keep the good stuff close to home, which makes sense. Wendy's got it. Is it really? I don't know. I don't know. Possibly, yes. Not sure what you're. The problem with chat is by the time I get to it, I can't remember what we're talking about. Lisa, hello there. Barbara, not jumping into the free shipping until more information comes out. I'm totally with you there. I jumped into it to do the video on it to show you what happens when you press the button, because I know you probably had itchy fingers going, what does it happen? What happens if we press the button? So I pressed the button and then I unpressed the button, but I'm not doing free shipping. If my sales tank, but I have to be honest, US used to be by far like 95% of my sales were to America. But over the years, they've done some advertising in the UK and they've done the rest of the world's getting to hear more. And I would say about 2/3 of my sales are the UK and possibly about 1/3 to the EU and 1/3 to America. So America is not such an important market to me that I'm panicking just now. But if I see a big change, then I will think about that. But yeah, I'm waiting to hear more information. And oh yes, little tidbit. I did notice from the reading, I read every single response in the Q&A thread. So little secret snippets they were sneaking in there is they did mention that the something patronizing to the effect of they're seeing how the UK market's been growing and that's been awesome, and they're going to be spending more money on advertising. I think it was going to be digital advertising. It's either digital or social media, but they're going to be advertising again in the UK. So hang tight, because we might get just more UK sales in the UK. So that's good for us. Lisa sells soaps and relatively low dollar items. Free shipping worries me. Well, right, here we go. I'll do this explanation just now. The free shipping is if you hit the button for the guarantee, it's just going to take all of your items that are over $35. They will have free shipping, and your items that are under $35 won't. But You have to watch out there, because if a buyer purchases more than one item and that adds up to $35 or above, then your items that weren't free shipping, no, that order becomes free shipping. Now, it could encourage people to put a couple of extra items in their cart, which is a good thing, but you have to make sure you've got some wiggle room with your prices. So there is that. Um, but they are saying that cheaper items, people aren't expecting free shipping. So if it's below $35, don't worry too much. So the deal is to get in this promoted section, or whatever this is going to be, to get in this in the US, it's for any shops selling items to the US. So it's for any buyers in the US. And what they'll see is it's any items with free shipping. It's digital items that don't have any shipping. It's any items from shops that have ticked the guarantee. So even if your item is under the $35 and still has the shipping cost, then that's going to be included in this promoted area, because it's got the guarantee that if your order goes over $35, you get free shipping. So I hope that kind of makes sense. That's what I'm understanding so far. But yeah, don't freak out too much for low dollar items. Um, yeah. Laura, just watch the legality videos. I agree. If I was to do the free shipping, I would definitely make a point of saying this means shipping's included. Yeah. I wish that rather than say free shipping, Etsy had just said shipping included or total price, or rather than make any changes for anyone, they could just show the entire price in the search, the entire price for the customer, or how much it is plus shipping. It would just show the whole price, so that buyers don't have to click into a listing to find out how much the price is. Ranting. Sue, yes, nice, Barbara, that's cool. Barbara had the food is awesome. uh, Wendy, yeah, some things can be pricey to ship. Your bunny to Canada was $35. Exactly. Prices are different, and I know, I think for some things, well, I think basically I'm probably cheaper to ship some of my I'm cheaper to ship my item from Scotland. It's about £4 50 to ship to America than it is for some people in America to ship a similar sized item to a different place in America. It's bonkers. More Iron Brew. I need to sponsor Iron Brew if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, Little Bird Blythe. You've done some listings which state international shipping is included, although you've bitten the bullet and gone for the US free shipping guarantee for over 35. Cool. I'm not saying to everybody don't do it. If it makes sense for your shop, if it's easy to do, if you were doing free shipping anyway, then yeah, I see no reason not to do it if it's not a hassle, apart from the concerns with the legality. But I know nothing about the law anyway. This is just things that people brought up to me. And I have, in a couple of my previous videos, I've linked to the articles that I can find. It certainly seems the free shipping isn't a problem selling in the EU. More the problem that a lot of people, I think, don't realize, and this is even for American sellers, if you're selling in the EU, if someone buys in the EU, they have 14 days to change their mind. And if they change their mind, they can send it back and you don't get to refund shipping. That's EU law. It's to protect buyers. It kind of is a bit rubbish for sellers, but yeah, that's how things are. So yeah, super sorry about that. But that's not a change in the law. So what Etsy has said is you could roll in your shipping cost to the price of your item, and then if people want to refund it, you can withhold a small restocking fee. You can't do that in the EU. Sue's, oh, chat, stop jumping. Where did it go? Sue was saying something about Wendy's. Oh, there we go. About Wendy's bunny. That's criminal at $35. Was it alive? No, it was a very dapper needle felted bunny in a waistcoat and everything. Very, very awesome. It was a needle felted bunny. G Morgan, bundle your soaps and offer free shipping on bundles. Yeah, absolutely is one thing. If you sell cheaper items, you should consider doing this anyway. But a way to get around the people buying lots of things and getting ripped off is you have a listing for a single item, and then in that listing you say, if you're looking for more, have a look at my bulk section, have a look at 2 soaps, 3 soaps, 2 soaps and a lipstick, or whatever you sell, but make listings that have multiples. I really need to sit on my hands. And yeah, you don't have to do free shipping across your entire shop. You can do just one item. If you have one item that's doing well in the US, adjust the prices and make that one item free shipping, and then that gets people in. Little Bird was persuaded after looking at your Google Analytics and finding the large number of US views and sales. Yeah, good point. Oh, I will say, right, I can't see anymore. It's you're saying we need to figure out the proportion of people coming from what countries, and they've removed the tab showing us what countries the customers are coming from. I can't find it anyway, for sure. If people know where that is, let me know. But yeah, you can set up Google Analytics. I'm not very good on Google Analytics, but you can set up Google Analytics, or eRank does have a calendar tool that shows, I think it's your first month, if your previous month if you've got a free account, or your last 100 orders if you have a pro account, I think, off the top of my head. So if you want to get an idea of where your customers are coming from, isn't it wonderful that Etsy go, yeah, you've got to tell where, you've got to figure out what percent, how important the US market is, and then take away the actual tool that we had that could do that. Yeah, wonderful. Lisa thanking G Morgan. Yep, good tip. Yeah, and Wendy. Yep. Sharon, how you package your item also contributes to the shipping cost. Yep. You live in Canada and purchased wool roving for the US. We're only charged $4 because the air was vacuumed out. Yeah, that's an awesome tip for people who do that. I think in the US, it's the size of your package as well makes a very big difference. I don't know much about UK shipping. The size and the weight make a difference, but I had heard absolutely ridiculous things that, say you have a rolled up document or a painting you're wanting to ship, and so you would put it into a tube. The tube costs more to ship than if you put that tube into a box of a similar dimension. Tubes are more expensive, or they were. That's absolutely stupid. Lisa, yeah, bundling is a good idea. Absolutely. Veronica, I don't believe the Etsy search algorithm will push free shipping bonus over buyer behavior. Yeah, I've mentioned this before. I don't think the way they're talking, I don't think that this free shipping's being added to the algorithm. Well, free shipping's already in the algorithm. It gives you a small boost. I don't think this is being added to the algorithm. I think this is going to be a separate thing. Because they're talking about priority placement in the most visible slots rather than getting a boost in the search rankings. So it's different wording than they've used before. So I think this is going to be an area like promoted listings rather than just dumping in at the top of the search, if that makes sense. But if it was, you're quite right. They could up the free shipping, give that a boost in the rankings. But if some shop without free shipping was selling 2,000 items a day, yeah, that's going to be more important than any other metric. Ilsa, your lineage is Irish, Scottish, English. All my relatives over there found me on Facebook. Facebook is awesome. A little bird, if you press the free shipping button and then click off it again, Etsy ask you questions why. It's a good way to give them feedback. Yeah, good thinking. I forgot. Yeah, it did give you a survey. I was filming the video at the time, so I was just like, no, leave me alone. But yeah, good point. I think they're getting a lot of feedback. I think all the staff at Etsy. I mean, I know myself and Debbie in the E-Rank group, we're exhausted from dealing with all of this. The Etsy staff must be so much worse. I do almost feel sorry for them, but they must have known how crazy panic this was going to cause things. It's bonkers. Barbara, would your SEO play a bigger role in the search versus free shipping that Etsy's rolling out? I think they're going to be separate. I don't know. This is just my feeling. Yeah, I can't say. Free shipping, if they're adding it to the algorithm, it'll be part of the algorithm, and they can change the weight of how each things are weighted. But yes, your SEO is important, and even if they just do a separate area, say it's just one line. See, for all this hassle and people panicking about getting into this area, if it's just one line, your chance of getting seen there is going to be pretty low. And they're talking about, yeah, they're going to be picking from the people that are doing the free shipping in their promotional mail outs and things. But it's the same. See, when they talk about, like, tagging your items for a certain promotion they're doing because they're going to feature people. Yeah, if 2 million people click the button, you're still not going to get seen. So I wouldn't panic about it too much. The chance of your free shipping item getting, if it's just going to be one wee row, you've not got much chance. Or that's my take anyway. Sue, about the Guinness. I'm loving we're having a Guinness conversation too. Etsy and Guinness. Your husband is an expert. You can vouch for that quality. He says the Scottish Guinness is different from the Irish Guinness, only to a regular drinker, but it's similar. It's down to the water. That makes sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense. The rolls over the, yeah, I forget we've got a limit to characters, down to the water used in the brewery that affects the taste. So US Guinness tastes a lot different to Scottish and Irish Guinness. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I didn't know if in the US they brewed or they exported. So yeah, if they're brewing out there, of course it will be quite different, and there depends where it is, the climate will be different. Yeah, so much different things. And I suppose I'm not sure what goes into Guinness. I was gonna say hops, but I don't know. That, like, I'm stupid. G Morgan, like butter, Irish butter is rated to be the best in the world. I'm finding that hilarious. I do I eat keto, which is low carb and lots of the good fat stuff, and I laugh every time I'm watching US YouTube channels talking about what to what to eat, and when they talk about butter, and it's hilarious. It just seems such an unnecessary extra waste of words, but every time they won't just say butter, they'll say Kerrygold grass-fed butter. And I'm like, oh boy. Now we get Kerrygold, we get Irish butter here, and we get local butter here as well. And I think, well, my thought on it is, in America, most of your cows are indoor raised, which is really weird. Whereas our cows are taken inside when the weather's rubbish most of the time, but they're outside. They're mooching on the grass because grass is free. So our organic butter from the cows outside is the same as the Irish stuff. I haven't tasted any different. I'm going to have to get my hands on some American butter to find out why everyone thinks the Irish butter is so yummy, because that's just butter, you know. Because I saw all these videos and everyone's going Kerrygold butter, and I was like, well, that's in my supermarket. I'll put some in. And I'm like, just tastes like butter. So yeah, but I can see. I mean, the Irish climate is very similar to the Scottish climate. You get the rain. The cows are outside eating the lovely watered grass. So yeah, so our rain does some good stuff. Um, Marissa can see where free shipping could possibly benefit smaller item sellers like jewelry. Absolutely. But can't fathom the loss for shops that sell furniture items unless they inflate their prices. Absolutely. I think, yeah, if you were buying a bespoke handmade wedding ring or something and spending, I have no idea how much these things cost, but I'm guessing it's going to be in the thousands, then yeah, I would expect free insured courier delivered on a Pegasus type shipping. I wouldn't expect there to be shipping added to that because everything is included. Um, so yeah, that's completely different. But to be honest, I don't know how people manage to sell furniture on Etsy anyway. Like shipping. Well, I'm saying that right. I ordered a wrought iron metal fence for my back garden, and it came from Germany. And the shipping, it was free shipping. It was from eBay. It was free shipping, and it really wasn't that expensive, the item. And I was like, how on earth do we ship things this price that literally I could not carry it? The courier dropped it off on my front doorstep, and it was a huge package, and I just sort of had to tip it into the house and try and kick it in. I'm such a weakling. And then I hired someone to put it into my back garden because weakling. And I just literally had to shove it and drag it and get it outside again when they were coming round. So how can you do free shipping for something that's so heavy that I can't even pick it up? It's crazy. And we're back. Hang on, it skipped to the Guinness questions again. Oh, here we go. Wendy, to me, $35 is a low threshold. Exactly. I have very few items. I have a couple of digital tutorials that are obviously below $35. Although I've seen some tutorials that are more, but I'm not thinking about making big money from tutorials. So obviously they're below, and my splat bookmarks are below, but everything else is above $35. So yeah. YB, lots of work to consider by changing shipping, like policies, item returns. You're holding off to see if you even need to make the changes. Absolutely, yeah. That's where I'm at just now. It's a lot of work, and there's a lot of people stressing and everything else. And I just say, hold off. Unless it's an easy change for you. But if you're really having to think about it, I'm betting this is not going to make the difference they say it makes. And, I'm sure if you were doing well, you'll do well. If you weren't doing well, then you're still going to be able to sort out your SEO. And right, what I'm thinking, if you're trying to rank for stupidly broad keyword phrases like wedding ring, it's blooming difficult anyway, and you're not going to get seen. And even doing free shipping, there's going to be thousands of other shops doing free shipping. But if you're going for your super specific long tail keyword, steampunk amethyst bronze wedding ring, is that even a thing? I should Google for some of these things I randomly make up sometimes. But if you're going for something super specific, there'll be less shops with this, and there'll be less shops that are going to the free shipping. So yeah, you aim for the niche. It's way, way, way easier to get seen to rank for the niche. I mean, obviously it's going to be a niche that some people are searching for, but yeah, don't aim for the big things. Laura, yeah, the badge should say shipping included. isn't that, see, the first time someone said that to me, I was just, it was like, why didn't Etsy think of that? It's just so simple, isn't it? It takes away, there's no, you know what's going on when you read that. It's not lying to you, it's not trying to mislead you. It just says shipping's included in the price. What, one word of a difference, and suddenly we're not trying to confuse people. Um, Abraham, Abraham, am I saying that right? Anyway, hello. A quick question, if you don't mind. Of course, I don't mind. You want to sell streetwear on Etsy, but I'm not sure if there's a market on there. I hope you can give your opinion on this. There is, there is a market for everything. Streetwear. I'm, I'm assuming. I'm assuming in some way you're either designing and creating the streetwear yourself, or modifying it, or doing the things to make it handmade, that's needed to be. But there very much is. I've been looking through, there's a lot of decent shops that sell all sorts of clothing. In fact, the print on demand thing is, I think it's a bubble that's going to burst soon, but it's pretty big just now. But yeah, clothes, absolutely. I've got some shops that I've been following for years with clothes that I absolutely love. Um, so yeah, there's a market. But the other thing to do, anytime you're not sure of anything, you can go on to Etsy and search for a title that, search for something that's a bit like what you're thinking of. I don't know streetwear myself, but just type in some kind of a title and see what comes up, and see how much sales the sellers are getting. And yeah, it's definitely a thing. The Scottish crafter, I think it will stop a lot of Etsy sellers selling overseas, unfortunately. It's certainly freaking out some people, and I think in both directions, because the US people that were thinking of shipping internationally, you've now got, if their US prices are free shipping, what do they do with the shipping for the international prices? I mean, it could be a bit easier. You say, okay, this much is rolled into the price, so shipping for France is going to be this much extra, so that's the price of shipping. But anything that makes something so much harder is going to put people off a bit. And yeah, I think it might put, some people are just going to stop trying to sell to the US, which I think is daft to do that, because it doesn't mean that we're going to be lost, that we're not going to be seen at all. So yeah, we don't want to panic yet and say, oh, I'm just not going to sell to the US. It's a big old market, and there's every chance that we can still get seen there. So yeah. Chat keeps jumping. Right, somebody tell me where I was answering. This is annoying. Yeah, we're at Marissa again. Price of shipping my jewelry only goes up if I ship an item over 5 ounces. So I guess if you already have competitive prices, it might not matter. Yeah, there are some items that it's going to be absolutely fine for. So awesome. Abraham, yeah, absolutely. Don't see why not. Most welcome. Wendy, yeah, share your opinions. No, I love you guys answering each other's questions too. That makes my life easy as well. Rosanna, yeah, there's the words I was looking for. If it's handmade, vintage, or supplies, those kind of things should just roll off my tongue. But I'm getting brain freeze because I've been talking for an hour, and we all know that my voice stops happening. Words stop happening at an hour. Wendy, are you getting in touch with your non-existent Italian American side? My family all talks with their hands. The thing is, the thing, this is not stopping. The thing is, I don't do this in real life, but it's so much harder because I've just got a webcam that's looking at me with its cold, dead eye, and it's giving me no feedback. So I think I go like bigger. Hands behave. I think I go bigger to overcompensate from the fact that this is still, after 2 years of doing this is weird. um Sharon, am I aware of any good alternatives to Etsy? Not at the minute. The Zabbit are just teaming up with a big company. I don't know, this is an American thing. And a lot of people are popping over there just now. Obviously, we have Amazon Handmade, we have eBay. Folksy has been around for a while, I've tried it. But what I'll tell you, right, super secret thing that I know about, been looking at the stats for all these other places, looking at the search traffic and all this, and see when we try and put them in the graph, when we try and plot them, even Amazon Handmade, even eBay handmade stuff, the sales on there are a fraction of what Etsy's getting. I was totally amazed. Um, it's ridiculous. Etsy is so big and we don't realize it. So we're thinking, oh, I'm going to flounce off to somebody else. There isn't a decent competition yet. And well, the fact that you're having to ask me, the fact that you don't say, oh, well, when I'm shopping at Etsy, I also shop at this other place. And that's the thing. None of the competition, Etsy is so big just now. Now, it's not saying that another one of these places won't take off, but I was amazed at how small Amazon Handmade is. I thought, they're such a big company in themselves. I thought they would be a competitor to Etsy in, minutes of starting it. But yeah, it depends what you sell. I mean, some people do a lot better on eBay than they do on Etsy. I know some people love Folksy. I hated it. Um, yeah, nothing yet. If I hear of anything that's doing really well, the problem is they're all so much smaller, so they're just not driving the same amount of traffic. Now, if you're a super big shop that's doing well and you have people that would follow you to a different platform, then you might get a really good head start in something if you believe it's going to do really good. If you drove in your own traffic for a wee while, then you could be the massive fish in the little puddle and you could do awesome. So I don't know. Some people are going to do well, and another site has to take off at some point. I just don't know which one. I hope that all makes sense. Abraham, your items aren't handmade or vintage, and they're not supplies. So there may be a market, but Etsy, you can only sell if it's handmade or you've designed it yourself, or like you've designed the printing on it. You have to have done something. You can't resell. So it has to either be over 20 years old. You have to have been involved in the manufacture at some point of it, or it has to be supplies that just selling clothes that other people have made. You'd be better with eBay. Um, oh no, so postage from Ireland is obscene. Honestly, you can't afford to put free shipping. Well, Etsy are telling us to roll it into the price of our listing, but yeah, that makes stuff look terrible. That makes your item prices look terrible, and especially if you're only getting this boost in America. And as we say, it might just be a little thing. Your item, you've inflated your prices. It's on the front page compared to other items without their inflated prices. And it doesn't get into this boosted area because there's millions of other people. You might actually find you've shot yourself in the foot. I'm just thinking this just now. If you were on the front page next to another competitor and your prices were about the same, and then suddenly you roll in your shipping price and your price looks 50% higher than the person next to it, yeah, that actually might end up not working well for you. Excuse me a minute. Barbara, you think the US is imported Guinness? The fascinating Guinness debate continues. This is cool. Wendy, don't bother, it's not delicious. Wendy, you can't see a small Etsy shop being able to afford free shipping in the US. Shipping here varies so much on weight. Don't use flat rate boxes because wool isn't that heavy. Yeah, I don't quite understand your flat rate boxes thing. It seems it's the cat thing, isn't it? If it fits, I ship. Whatever you can put into a box that size gets to ship. But if wool isn't that heavy, absolutely. If wool, I know wool isn't that heavy. At my post office, I'll go in with a massive box and you'll weigh it and they'll kind of like double take me. Like, are you sending air? You go, well, no, wool. Barbara, Irish butter is a bit sweeter than American. Oh, interesting. Um, Sue's saying, Barbara, this is the Guinness, is brewed in America but transported to various pubs and restaurants. It's even brewed in Africa. Wow, awesome. Rosani, all the cows here are outside in southeast Alabama. Cool, cool. Well, I think if the cows are the same breed of cows and they're chomping away on tasty grass, should be pretty similar. But it's only if they're the same breed of cows. I mean, I used to work with a guy who had a small holding with a few Jersey cows. So if anyone knows about Jersey cows, it's literally the creamiest milk in the world. And he used to bring us some milk for free. And he got someone to make butter one time. Oh, so good. Yeah, really good. So yeah, different cows will make a difference. But I don't I don't know what cows you use in America. In the UK, it tends to be the Frisian cows, the little black and white cows. So what weird chats we get up to. Barbara saying, good to notice Sue. Wendy, oh, your cows are mostly kept in giant barns to keep them confined. Factory farming is a horror. Yeah, it is. I've seen, I believe, I don't know if it started in New Zealand. It's been happening in New Zealand for a long time, but it's happening elsewhere in the world. And I think this is awesome. But you get awesome and a bit scary, but you get automatic milking barns and its areas, and the cows are outside. And when they feel like a bit of milking, they go and they wander themselves inside. They get a wee treat while they're there. They get milked and they wander off. And it's just totally chilled. I don't know how you train a cow to go for a bit of a milk, but they seem to enjoy it. They produce more milk. They're less stressed. They're super happy. The farmer's doing less work. And it just, when I saw that, it's like, wow, it's a brave new world, isn't it? Robotic cow milking parlors. But it sounds awesome. Rather than here, I see that I believe that it's like twice a day, and the farmer goes and rounds up all the cows, and they're certainly happy to go and get milked. But yeah, just where they go, the cows sitting there going, I'm a bit bored. This grass is bored. Do you know? See you in a bit, girls. I'm off to get a wee bit of milking. It sounds so bad. Right, demonetized. um, Barbara saying cows on the east coast are outside unless it's bad weather. Yeah, sounds the same here. I did actually. This is a cool thing. I know. I believe, like I know anything about farming, but I believe cows are kept inside at times when we've had really terrible weather because they destroy the grass. But I'd heard of a farm where they worked on real speciality grass and plants for their pasture, which meant that they didn't get all churned up and all muddy, were tougher so the cows could be outside all the time, which again sounds awesome. Although I'd probably want a wee shelter if I was a cow living in Scotland. Um, Sue's saying, I think it's the way the animals and plants are treated and fed that makes them taste different. Yep. True organic and free range costs so much most of us can't afford. Yeah, that's always a shame. I think for certainly around here for things like butter, the price isn't that much different. For organic and free range. Ooh, 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 chat's gone away a bit. Dee, dee, dee. Oh, I hate this. I'm talking away to you. It's great. And then chat goes, no, you don't want to see like 200 questions people have asked. YB, I wonder all the time how people do free shipping on such low priced items? Good question. I mean, there is always the other possibility. Real talk here, guys. There's the other possibility of a loss leader. You could pick one item in your shop to try this and do the free shipping, and just take the small hit on that one item in, excuse me, oh, iron brew burps. Hey, this is where I can't edit that out. Where the hope that a one item, if it's driving lots of traffic and lots of sales, your rising tide brings all ships up, that one item is going to make the rest of your shop better, because things that also help your ranking power in your shop are good customer feedback, good customer service, actual sales in your shop and everything. So if you have one item that's not too dear to ship, you could just take that as your loss leader. It's maybe not going to make you a massive amount of money, but it's going to rise your shop. That's a possibility. Not for everybody, but it's an idea, different idea. Oh, voice is doing weird things. Wendy saying it's mostly family farms that have the cows outdoors. Yeah, the large factory farms that supply most of the stores aren't like that. You probably wouldn't even know there were cows there. Good point. And we probably have things like that here. I don't think we have quite such intensiveness because we don't have so much space, but I'm sure that exists here. Sue, yep, shipping included sounds perfect. I know. How easy is that for them to do? But nope. Lisa, shipping included, no deception and no insulting the intelligence of buyers. Yeah, absolutely. I don't care if it's $1 or $40, inflating the cost of an item to suit and call it free is a no. Yeah, I understand. Like I say, I wasn't that bothered. You might have noticed in my videos from the week, Tuesday I was kind of positive, going, yeah, let's see, not do it. And then by the time it's Friday, I was just like, no, don't do it. This is rubbish. Stop it. And I'm not usually like that. I'm not usually negative. Rosani, I believe if Etsy said shipping included, it would not entice the buyer. Yeah, people like to hear they're getting something free. But one of the things that Etsy were mentioning, they're even sort of showing it in the video, is, and I agree, this is the one point that I'm completely with them on. Buyers hate when they see a price, but they don't know the shipping, they don't know totally how much they're going to pay until they click onto the item. I'm sure we all know there's some sites that you don't know the price of shipping until you've pretty much committed to buy. So that's why when I'm on eBay, I do filter for free shipping, just because it makes it easier to see. I know you can also see the shipping price there as well, but I filter, I know it's not free, but it's just so I can know how much I'm paying. Excuse me. So I get that customers want to know how much they're paying, because if you see 3 or 4 listings that look about the same to you and they're like, you're trying to compare them and you can't compare the price, then you have to sit and click on each of them and click out and click and go, yeah, that's more work. If everything was just there, if it just said either here's the price and here's how much shipping is, or if it said here's the total price to you, then it means you don't have to keep clicking. So I'm with them on that, but they just don't have to do it in the free shipping way. Paper Crane, the thing that gets me is you raised your prices $3 to cover shipping, but doesn't that mean it adds revenue for taxes in the US? Well, yes. Hold on. Yes and no. It depends. For your personal taxes, well, I don't know the tax laws in the US. I can only tell you for the UK, or I can't tell you the laws, I'm not legal. But I can only tell you what I know is that when I'm doing my taxes, your item, you include everything that you're paid, that's your income, whether it's in shipping or whatever, that's your income. And then you take out what you've paid for your shipping, that's your expenses. So it doesn't matter if the money all comes in one bundle or if it goes out. I'm not sure about sales taxes, if they're included, if I know sales fees for Etsy are included in the shipping price, but I see that some US states they're collecting taxes for us on our behalf. So I don't know if they collect taxes on the whole thing, including shipping, or just the regular price. Excuse me, voice is totally going. Valerie, thank you so much. You're most welcome. Paper Crane, I thought that shipping isn't a tax deduction in the US if you offer free shipping. Right, yep. I don't know about US. I don't really know about taxes. I'm hoping in the next couple of years to make enough money that I can hire someone to do all of this and make sure I'm doing it properly. Vintage NR5 Etsy is gigantic. Yep, it absolutely is. Nicolay, awesome name, Nicolay. You sell print-on-demand products on 6 to 7 platforms since 2015, and such changes happen all the time. Nothing new. Exactly. Yep. There are changes on everything, and that's okay. This is one that's annoying me a bit, but yeah, there are changes all the time. Some of them are big changes, some of them are little. There are changes on Google all the time, there are changes on YouTube all the time. Everything changes. So yeah, it's not worth freaking, but it is worth checking into it for sure. Paper Crane, people want handmade. Amazon's definitely not an artsy creative sort of feel. Yeah, yeah, I feel that eBay and Amazon I go to for similar types of items, and Etsy I go to for totally different items. And vintage, you're right, is still the cheapest out of all the platforms. Yeah, that's one thing. People are I'm leaving Etsy because they've put up the prices, they've put up the fees. Yeah, have you seen what eBay does? Yeah, absolutely. Um, Julie, do you think this will cause any change to my promoted listings if I don't offer free shipping on all my listings? No. Etsy have said in the Q&A quite a few times that they have no plans at the moment to change promoted listings. Promoted listings are on a completely different algorithm, and it has nothing to do with anything other than the amount you're bidding and your SEO, what you're telling it is, as far as I can see. But promoted listings will remain the same. That's a separate algorithm, so don't have to worry about that at all. Paper Cream Wishes asking Folksy. Right, hold on. I'll see if I can find Folksy. I've not been on this site for absolutely ages. Let's go and have a look. It was an alternative to eBay. I don't know if it's just British. Let's have a look in here. Right. How do I get? Let's hope putting the screen up again doesn't crash this, because it has in the past, doing it more than once. All right. Share screen. Share screen. Share. Put the screen away. So this is Folksy, and I mean, going by the name alone, you can say this is definitely a rip-off for yes, okay, so it's UK, right? That's why people won't have heard of it. I didn't know if it was worldwide or just UK. So it's Folksy's the home of British craft, the place to buy handmade gifts and original artwork sold directly by the artist and designers who've created them. But yeah, this is looking very much like Etsy, isn't it? But yeah, so they've got some featured things here. Ooh, Bastille Day is their theme of the day. And I have to say, even the figures and everything, does that not look like the Etsy videos? I'm sorry, folksy, but I can see who you're slightly copying. And oh yeah, talking of branding, so it's a slightly different orange, and it's an F in orange. Oh, sorry. But yeah, gift for gardeners, gifts for boys. But it looks like it's doing well. Here's their best selling shops. Oh, and they've got a plus where you can pay more. Okay, let's go and have a look at their best selling shop, see what I can see out of this. I couldn't get to grips with how to figure out how to do everything on there, how to put up a listing and stuff. Oh, that's well, okay, right. So the best-selling person on Folksy has sold 5,000 items. I think that tells you everything. I mean, well done, they've done awesome, and it looks a great fun shop. Yeah, so you've got collections instead of your shop categories. That's interesting. And yeah, it looks very Etsy. Well, it looks like any online seller. But there you go. So their top seller is only got about 5,000 sales. So that tells me quite a bit. But anyway, that's folksy. Right, are we back to yes, we're back to my ugly mug. It's fun, and if you're in the UK, I did try it. I made a few sales on it, but I'll be real with you. Anyone who's been setting up an Etsy shop know how much hard work it is. To do well, you put a lot of work into it. And then to go onto a different platform, you've got to put the same amount of work in. So we've got to decide how much time we have. And that's my thing, is I just didn't have that much time. Barbara, for the longest time, eBay was the only platform for online selling. Very true. Etsy has been able to separate itself from them. Yeah, eBay was the big guys. Etsy came in and had a unique selling point. At the time, it was the handmade thing. This was a huge deal. And they saw that niche in the market, they ran with it, and they've done well. And they're now known for that. And even in different countries, people are hearing about them. So, yeah, when we're saying, is there alternatives to Etsy? Well, Etsy's the alternative to eBay. So I think for someone to come in and do really well, they're going to have to do something different. And I'm not sure what that can be yet. Um, Deb, hello there, Deb. Good to see you. I got totally sidetracked and we've just been having a good chat about Guinness, really. Haley had some bits on eBay and had no sales. Yeah, I've done. The only time I find eBay works is like when I've had bad customers and had a rant about them to you guys, and I basically said, "This has got returned to me. It has no home. I'm going to put it on eBay and it will sell for whatever it sells for." If you drive in traffic, if it's going to be super cheap, if it's a bit of fun, they sell. Otherwise, no. I certainly don't get the prices I get from Etsy. I'm not very good with eBay. Some people do well. Um, yeah, vintage NR5 promoted listings won't be affected. Etsy have said that several times. So, yep. Wendy, that's your business idea. You understand how to do this. You could make your own platform. I am not going to run my own website. I think, yeah, I've got about 5 jobs just now, and I've not slept much in the past week. I think I'll stick with what I've got. Someone else, anyone take my ideas. You're perfectly free to take my idea. I won't even charge you. I was gonna say you can buy me a coffee. I'm off the coffee. You can buy me a vodka. I should be off the vodka. um, YB, according to eRank, I'm not even visible in the top 500, but I get sales almost every day. So I'm thinking having unique SEO is more important than being on the front page. Yeah, absolutely. You'll be on the front, you'll be on the top of search for a unique thing. And also, I see this every day. People are saying, this shop's got terrible SEO. Why are they doing well? And in some cases, you look and you're like, I don't know, cause internet. But see if people are awesome. If your item is amazing, if it's completely unique, if your photography is brain meltingly wonderful, doesn't matter what your SEO is. Newspapers are going to share you, television's going to share you, everyone on Pinterest's going to share you. People are going to love you. You're going to get shared everywhere. You don't need good SEO. I think I mentioned a while back a YouTube channel that I follow, Threadbanger. Now they've got nearly 4 million subscribers on YouTube. And for some of the stuff they were making, they decided to sell some on Etsy. And literally, they just had their SEO and everything was terrible, but they made a video. The video had like 1 million views. They said it's on Etsy. 1 million people, well, 500,000 people went over from the video, looked at, liked. That item is going to get seen more because Etsy's going, hang on, they've just brought in 500,000 people. These items must be awesome. We're going to promote their shop. So, yeah, if you're a superstar, you don't need SEO. If you're a little guy, SEOs are a super secret sauce that helps us out. So YB, yeah, being unique, different's better than the best. Stand out, be different. Lily Tree, hello there, Lily Tree. Lily just had another awesome wire wrapping video up the other day. So once you're done with me, guys, you want to get over and check out Lily. Wendy, making butter is super easy. It's like 15 minutes for yummy butter and you can control the salt. Absolutely. I remember doing that when we were kids at school. It was so much fun. Cat lady. Oh, voice gone. What if you use the cheapest shipping, e.g. by boat, in my case, would be around £6, but it takes 42 days. So you can say free shipping, but have other shipping upgrades. That works indeed, and Etsy have totally said that we can do that. It's free shipping and people can buy upgrades that will still get seen in the main place. I would make sure that you loudly pronounce that it's surface shipping, so it's going to take a while. But that is, like we're saying, how can some people do this? Well, I buy some things from China. I know it's surface shipping, and how I look at it is it's like presents. I order stuff and I forget I've ordered them. And then in about 6 weeks' time, the postman turns up with a big parcel, and I'm like, what did I just buy myself? It's awesome fun. So if people can think about things differently, there's things you want immediately. But if you're just having a wee treat for yourself, it's like a double treat. I've been shopping, I've treated myself, and I totally forgot what I bought. Awesome. So, yeah, you can do that. Oh, chat skipped again. Come on, chat. So I hate it when it does this. Right. Okay, YB makes their own butter too. Also, we're gonna have to make some butter. Wendy, your daughter did it. Your kiddo did it at a science fair. She wasn't impressed with it, but you were. Debbie, what's in the glass that you're drinking? My giant. This is how the conversation got onto Guinness. It's not booze, I'm afraid. It's not very exciting, and it does look like a big plant pot. But I need plenty fluid to get me through this live stream. I knew it would be a chatty one. So this is Scotland's other national drink. This is my Iron Brew, which it's a soda. It's not an orange soda. It's just an orange coloured soda. It's a special magic blend of flavours that you can only get in Scotland. It's like my favourite soft drink. And if I'm looking all hyper, it's because of that lack of sleep that I think the pair of us have had for the past nearly week now. And also, I've been off caffeine forever, and this does have caffeine in it. So, yeah. And if everyone doesn't know, Deb in the chat is my other admin in E-Rank group on Facebook. Loads of great info and advice. So get over and join if you haven't already. It's a super group. It's killing us both. We're not getting any sleep, but it's an awesome group. Wendy, making butter made you want to make cheese. I've made cheese, and one of the ones, right, I saw a YouTube video on this, and it is super easy, but to make a soft cheese, ridiculously easy. I had some milk that was about to turn, and I wasn't going to use it up in time, and I discovered that you can make a soft cheese that's really kind of tasty just by dumping in some acid. So I did a mix of apple cider vinegar and lemon juice, and you bung it in, and it does all that floaty flocky thing that looks disgusting. You let it sit for a little while, you separate it through a cheesecloth or a relatively clean tea towel, and you've got a cream cheese, a soft cheese. It was really nice. I have to do that again. um Haley, gotta love cows, and she's even got a Frisian cow picture from from YouTube. Awesome. So stupid yet so curious. Love popping down the farm to see the moose. Yeah, they are lovely, also huge and terrifying if they stampede. And we do have Highland cows quite a lot around us, which is great. But there's some walks that I go on, and there are Highland cows there sometimes. But thankfully, the farmers put a note on the gate so you know which fields, because my female dog is a take on all comers bigger than me. She's got small wee man syndrome, we call it. So she would try and take on a cow. She wouldn't attack it, but like she likes to shout at things. It's like, come on, you. And you're just like, yes, my dog's trying to fight a horse. It's okay. So I have to be careful where I walk her. Barbara, more information needs to come out from Etsy for sellers. Absolutely agree. To make an educated decision on how to approach that. Sorry about my lack of words. Jumping in too soon will cause confusion and possibly unnecessary backlash. Absolutely agree. And Etsy are telling us in the Q&A, just about everyone, it said, hang tight, sit, don't do anything. And I get this, right? They announce that something's going to be happening and everyone freaks out and does it. But the thing is, they have to roll out tools and they have to show us how to use the tools and they have to explain why the tools are happening. So they can't roll everything out on the same. If they rolled all this out on the same day and said, yeah, do it now, Etsy would crash worse than Etsy's been glitching at the minute. So they have to roll it out and say this is coming in the future. So they're saying, don't do it just now. Figure it out. We're going to tell you more stuffs. And in the past, anytime they've had a Q&A, well, not anytime, but a lot of the times, like the article and the podcast of Your Search Questions Answered, this came from a Q&A on Your Search Questions that was a question thing based on the ultimate guide to Etsy SEO. So they get all these questions, and the ones that get the most likes, the ones that people were like, yep, I want to know that too, they'll go in and they'll answer it better. There'll probably be a podcast, there'll probably be an article, so there's more information to come out. They're also doing this live video that I'll tell you about when I find out anything more. So we've got this live video coming next week where they're going to show us things, and I bet you it's going to blow up. But if the chat's open in this, Facebook is going to grind to a halt with the amount of howls of protest. But yeah, they've got more information coming out. So unless this is an easy change for you, unless if your items are all free shipping already or they're all digital or something, click the button. It does nothing, but it might give you a fancy badge. Otherwise, if it's an easy change, think about it. But for most of us, just hang tight. Sue at Cat Lady, cheap shipping is so tempting, but the delay puts me off as the customer. Can't stand it. So I'm with you on the disliking of Wish. And you know what I did? Because I bought some stuff, some needle felting stuff off of Wish to make a video. And now everywhere I go, I'm stalked with Wish adverts. But the hilarious thing is, what I do is when I see something on Wish and I like the look of it, I will then just copy the title and paste it into eBay and buy it on eBay rather than Wish. Mad. But I don't mind the length of time of shipping, as I was saying, unless you need something urgently, and then I do mind. And there's another thing I never even thought of. That's what puts me off buying on Amazon, because I'm not very good at it, I think. But on eBay, I can see the shipping time really clearly. So I click on something and go, no, I really needed that by Tuesday. So I know I can filter by location and everything. On Amazon, I'm trying to find shops in the UK if I want something quickly. And I click on things and I order it, and then it's like, yeah, your item will be 6 weeks. I didn't know I was ordering from miles away. So that might just be me being absolutely rubbish. It's probably me being absolutely rubbish. So we'll see. Uh, Lisa, you for one will not change your prices either way. Yep. 2 thumbs up. Yes. When I'm sure we're talking about the folksy here, even down to the orange. Yep. Vintage NR5. Is everyone trying direct sales from Instagram or Facebook Alive? Not yet. It is worth looking into, I guess, because most of us do spend time on Facebook. I know a lot of you are in my groups and we're spending a lot of time on Facebook. So, I mean, that's what I say. If you're wanting to sell on a platform or you're wanting to grow on a platform, it should be something that you're happy to spend a lot of time on. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense. I should look into that. Lily, happy Bastille Day. Yep. Lisa, if I change my price, it'll be because it's time for me as a seller to raise my prices. Absolutely. If I were to jump on the bandwagon, Etsy would be taking away the organic growth of my business. With you there. And no room to increase after the $35 raise conforming to the free shipping. It's too bad that Etsy's made this move. Yeah, don't nobody freak out too much about this. I don't think it's going to be what we think it's going to be, and I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as we think it's going to be. But I can be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Vintage NR5. I don't believe in websites for future. Your website today is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Yep, because it's way more easy to follow. Websites is more steps, more difficult. Absolutely. I've been thinking that myself for a number of years. It's kind of sad. I remember back in the day, you used to go on the internet and you'd be like going to lots of different websites, you'd be searching for things. Oh, see if we've got a website for that. But nowadays, basically, even if I want to know anything about a company or whatever, I'll look for them on Facebook. I used to be involved in loads of different forums. Now I'm in Facebook groups. You're absolutely right. The internet has kind of got small again in that it's Facebook, it's YouTube, it's small things. So yeah, the future is probably, rather than a competitor to Etsy coming up, the future is probably selling on Facebook. Sue, you just looked up the latest video from Threadbanger, how to make a DIY flip. How to make a flip? I haven't seen that. Did Rob bleed much? What have I subscribed to? They're so much fun. Another, I can't remember their name. YouTube has been feeding me for the past 2 days all these videos. It's a couple. Someone will know. It's a couple. It's a tall guy, little woman, Aaron, and something or other. Two people doing DIY and stuff, and they are the most gorgeous couple. They're adorable. But I just watched today. They made how to make a zombie flail with nails and stuff for, like, in the zombie apocalypse. They were showing you how to make that. Awesome. And they tested it out on watermelons and stuff. Great fun. Lily, yeah, good point. You own none of these platforms. A website is yours. It is, yeah. A website is the thing that, in general, like Etsy can close down my shop tomorrow. YouTube could shut down my channel. Facebook could cease to exist tomorrow. I don't think so, but it's possible. Yep. Lily, relatively clean tea towel. Yeah, I'm honest. Vintage, yeah. But if you have a solid email list, yeah, email list is another way around it. I have to work on my email list a bit more. There's so much stuff to do. Someone train the dogs how to do this. Website, how knows, maybe you'll change items what you tell, but your client list is forever, basically. True. um Lisa, thank you. Yep, it's the 16th of July, Facebook Live. Etsy changes, not sure the time. Yep. So I've not seen anything saying the time yet. They probably haven't decided themselves. Grav Etsy reach has reduced in July 19th as per eRank. Yeah, I wouldn't freak out too much about these things, because also the weather's been awesome and it's summer. It always takes a dip. Um, I don't. And also, okay, right. I bet you July the 19th. That's when everyone searched off for this new place and setting up accounts in other places. But they'll be back. Honestly, that this has happened before. When they raised the prices, so many people said, "That's it. I'm leaving Etsy." Did I notice a significant reduction? Nope. And with every other change, people have their little flounce, and I get it. I've been having a small huff as well, but they have their flounce, and then they realize, yeah. um YB, yep, I see Rosani's got that as well. But yeah, Facebook group. My Facebook group is Pam Duthie's Crafty Friends, and the other group is eRank group. Brains. I'm gonna have to call this. I'm gonna have to call this stream over at some point. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the chat. But you have been awesomeness in your chattiness. This has been great. Lauren Wolf, hello there. YB, cool. Barbara, yeah, as soon as I hear the time for the Etsy Live, we'll post it in the eRank group. Absolutely. We'll make sure that the links are all up there. No problem at all. Yep. So yes, thank you, Rosani. Right. I think I've done it. Right. So guys, you've got like 2 more minutes. If you have any more questions, throw them in right now. But this has been a super awesome chat. I don't think I covered half the things I meant to, but covered many different things I didn't mean to. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for your support over this past week of craziness. And if you haven't already, check out my videos. You'll see the change from me going, yes, Etsy isn't all that bad, to, no, they're horrible, stop it. And now the positive is coming. The positive is coming back. Oh, Lauren, you've missed everything, haven't I? Yeah, sorry, we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. This is a pretty big one. Yeah. Oh, Lauren, you came onto the channel to see if you had a video about free shipping and how it affects UK sellers. I have a load of videos about this whole free shipping thing, and how it affects UK sellers is it depends how much of your business is to the US, and it depends what the change is going to be. Don't freak out, but it won't affect UK buyers buying from UK shops at the minute in time. That's not going to change at all. So yeah. But that's all I've got just now anyway. But there's a ton of videos that were just up the past week if you want to check them out. And there's a whole load of ramblings happened in this chat. I am terrible at a cohesive live stream. I'd planned one. Debbie's off for a Guinness. Good, cool. Vintage NR5, let's keep working hard. Yeah, that's it. If you put your head down and continue doing the things that's working and keep on doing better and keep on building your mailing list, building your Facebook group, building everything, Etsy can, as my mum would say, Etsy can go sugar. They can do what they want. It's not going to affect us that much. Barbara, most welcome. Lily's got to put a face on her crochet bunny. Awesome. Oh, Genderwit just logged on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would love to keep going, but I've lost the ability to do words. YB, thank you so much for joining us. Rosani, thank you. And you and Wendy, thanks so much for the help today. It's been awesome. You're my super moderators now as well. Sue, thank you for joining us. thanks for the live video. Look forward to the next one. Yeah, I should be here every most Sundays around this time. Um, and Sue's off for a drink with Deb. Yeah. Right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna head off. I wish I drank Guinness. I'm tempted with a wee Guinness now. But thank you all so much. It's been awesome. Don't panic. Don't do anything. Don't worry. And we'll keep you all updated. Me and Deb in the E-Rank group, we've got your back as best as we can. Okay. Everyone take care and catch you later.